ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਅੱਜ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਗੈਸਟ ਆਏ ਆ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਵਿੱਚ NFL background era, CFL background. Derek Moncrief, welcome to our studio today.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, Coach Hart.
One of the things I've been noticing is, as I was looking through your background a little bit, you played football in the States. Mm-hmm. Can you share that a little bit? Because I noticed the CFL in the States and how you adjusted a little bit. The reason I'm going with this one is, do you remember we had like, what was it called? They call him, what was it called? Johnny Manziel?
Yeah, Johnny Football.
Exactly, and he had a difficulty of adjusting the system, stuff like that. So just give us a little, before we go there, give us a little bit background in school.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, start off when you're little and let's go from there.
Yeah, man. So me, I was born in Prattville, Alabama, 15 minutes north of Montgomery, Alabama. That's the capital there in Alabama. And man, I'm the youngest of 3 boys, and I started playing football at the age of 5. My dad put a football in my hand. He taught me how to catch and do all the tackling drills and everything that comes with it, playing football, even interviews to, conduct myself the right way. But started playing at the age of 5. Played city ball for a little while, and then went on and started playing offense and defense. But most of the time, I played defense, played defensive back, played cornerback, and I was ranked pretty high all across the world in the United States. Went on to junior college in Mississippi there, a couple hours away from home. Rated the #1 safety in the United States. Went to Auburn University. And then after a year from Auburn University, I transferred to Oklahoma State, where I finished up my college career. And in 2017, I signed a contract with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Played there for 3 seasons, 17 to 19. And then I signed an NFL contract with the Las Vegas Raiders. Didn't end up playing for the Raiders, but I ended up signing later on, a couple months later, to the Los Angeles Rams, where I was there for a year and a half. And then I did there for a year and a half, came back to the CFL in 2021, middle of the season, for the Edmonton Elks. And after that stint, came back to Saskatchewan for 2 years. And then I went back to Edmonton, and then now in Calgary. So it's been a long journey.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what would you consider your home? Because I know you went from the NFL, because I know a lot of players who I've coached to higher level.
For sure.
They always want to go south.
Right.
And then some of the players have gone to Div 1 school, Div 2 schools.
Yeah.
But then I always realize, even when they make it to the CFL, they're still not finished.
Right.
They still want to pursue the NFL career.
Right.
Yeah. And I was thinking you did the reverse.
Yeah.
Experienced it.
Yeah.
Came here. Did you notice, was it a bit of a transitional change compared to NFL's wider field?
Yeah,
a lot of running.
Yeah. The CFL and the NFL game is totally different, right? You got the waggle of the CFL. With the NFL, you're talking about field dimensions. You're talking about timing of routes, the way the game is structured. I would say the CFL, for me, coming in 2017, I knew nothing about the CFL. All I seen was YouTube videos, right?
Yes.
And, just seeing the different nuances of the game, right? You're seeing little things that you can't do in the States, right? Moving before the snap, different formation, 12 guys on the field, right? And then me playing linebacker and defensive back. Just the timing of everything, and just knowing that the game is a way faster pace here in the CFL.
Much faster. And then do you also noticing, because I'm noticing here, just being a coach, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
DBs always get picked on.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah. Playing defensive back, I would say, man, you got to have a short-term memory. You may get bombed on, throw a deep pass like 60 yards, and then the next play you may get an interception, right? So having that short-term memory, right,
Yes.
and have confidence too, and trusting your training, trusting everything that you know, knowing that you have to know your opponent better than yourself. So I say playing defensive back is probably one of the hardest jobs because you have to react, but you have to know what he's doing at the same time.
Here's a challenge for you. Philip Watt. How would you cover him?
Ooh. With a guy like that, man, you know, the best thing as a defender within the CFL, you want to get your hands on. So if you're playing man-to-man defense, you want to get your hands on within the first 5, because after the first 5, it's playing basketball from there.
Yeah.
So you know, with the guys like that, you got to give them different looks too. You can't do the same thing every time.
Yes.
Smart football players, they pick up on things. So you know, just try to play a little mind games with it.
I know your last year's season, you had like 67 tackles.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I know you're at 20 right now.
Right.
You're going to beat your season for last year's?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. You know what? I never keep track of the numbers. When I'm on the field, it's just all about trying to get the ball back to the offense, trying to be the best I can be, right? Trying
100%.
to be the most dominant player,
Yes.
right? You know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to challenging.
That's awesome. Let's go a little bit back. Just wanted to, as you were growing up,
Right.
did you deal with any bullying?
Yeah.
Or any of your friends, or did you noticing just
Right.
to
Right.
want to get the headspace
Right.
how your environment was as you're growing up?
Yeah, man. I'm coming. Grew up in poverty, man. Grew up in some adverse situations. Seeing everything that a young kid doesn't supposed to see. You know, sports was the outlet, but you know, you deal with bullying and stuff like that, fights and things like that, and you know, you just try to stay positive. You know what I mean? Have older brothers that take up for you, but you know, they show you how to defend yourself, and you know, not take any slack off anybody, and you know, just. You know, with that being said, man, you know, just try to stay positive within that, because it's gonna be always something or someone trying to get in your way and deter you.
Awesome. So हम पुछिया से का Derek no era background do hinana se ga inki dekha life betch kenda life e poverty betch se ga na re dere choices e different kar de se ki ठीक नहीं कर सके, but most important in sports betch मशहूरी की थी हन support. Basically, sport needed, you need the sport more than the sport needed you.
No doubt. You know what I mean? It was, you know, it's survival. It's survival. It's like a jungle, man. You're growing up, you know what I mean, coming from, you know, adverse situations. And once you get that thing you love, you grab onto it, right? And you dream and you shoot for the stars. And, you know, if you shoot for the stars, you can become one.
That's one of the things I do is I also run an organization called Kids Play Foundation. And one of the things we do is try to keep kids away from drugs, gangs, and violence.
Yeah.
And what we do is we try to mentor youth from the age of 3 years old to 18. We've had people who have gone through our system. We have about 100,000 kids gone through our system who have, some of them have become law enforcement officers, or some of them have gone into their careers.
Right.
So we're just a transitional change, and many people want to hear the real stories.
Right.
What's really behind? You know, behind Derek, I see him on the field, and I see him doing this, and I see you got CFO accolades backing you up.
Right.
But who are you really, right? Because the most important thing is people want to connect.
For sure.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, no doubt.
As you were growing up, did you feel you were more of an athlete student or student athlete?
Man, this is true. Didn't like school. Hated school. All I thought about was playing sports, right? You know, you grow up in, like I say, you grow up in an environment where, you know what I mean, education is like, you know, it's just on the back burner, right? How far, I mean, how good are you at football? How well can you shoot that hoop, right? How many girls can you, how much money can you make, right? And football was my outlet, man. You know what I mean? It helped me to overcome those situations and also staying focused. But without my parents and my brothers and strong family support and prayers, man, I wouldn't even be here right now.
Because I agree with you, because I know as coaches we're supposed to promote student athlete.
For sure.
But you got to also look at the environment too, the situation you're at, stuff like that. It's survival.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? You can't really judge somebody.
Yeah.
But even you look at it, the path you took.
Right.
Look where you are right now.
Right. Right.
You know, and look what's happening. And And basically the most important thing is, do you feel, because when I played football back in the days,
Right.
it's the only place where you could get your aggression out
Yeah, for sure.
and not get handcuffed.
Yeah.
Right? Looking back in the days, you had people like LT, Lawrence Taylor, and those guys, stuff like that.
man.
They were just off the handle.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right? Because I also feel that sometimes the iron grid
Right.
is also a way to
Right.
relieve stress.
Right.
It's your zone.
Right, for sure. You know, playing sports, man, it's actually beneficial to your body. Anytime you're going through any like emotional stress or whatever it is, sports, movement, that's the best thing you can do. It actually lowers the stress levels. It's actually research on that. So, you know, playing sports and, you know, getting out of your environment and just letting loose for an hour or two, whatever it is, whether it's game or practice like that, man, it's real benefits behind that.
One of the questions I always get is, what do I got to do to be a professional athlete? And some of these guys are playing amateur football.
Yeah.
How important is going to the gym, lifting weights?
Man, I tell you, man, for me, that's very important. The message is always to move, right? Always. One of my coaches always told me this. He played in the NFL. His name was Stephon Moore. He was like, you either getting better or you're getting worse, right? Whether it's the off season, whether it's in season, whatever it is, where, you know, you have to continue to get better. You got to hit that iron. You got to run. You got to stretch. You got to do whatever you can to make sure that you're getting better than the previous day, because you can't stay the same. If you stay the same, then you're decreasing in your talent.
I agree with you 100%. It's mindset.
Right.
How do you give back?
Right.
Because I know you live in Canada, but you also live in the States. Yeah. So tell us how you give back in the States. And tell us how you also give back here when you're playing for the Stampeders.
Yeah, so for me, I'm big on philanthropy, right? Giving back. For me, and I'm not able to touch my people, touch my community there in the States in Alabama, I'm an open book, right? Guys can contact me. I may give them something like on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. And just trying to reach back, give guys tips. You got college athletes there, got NFL aspirations, and, you know, guys look up to me, so I'm always trying to give them tidbits and things like that. And then while I'm here in Canada, man, wherever it is, just doing community work, just trying to be a beacon of light. And, you know, if guys got anything, like I said, I'm an open book and try to be that.
This is something that's been, whether it's a stigma or if it's reality, is people say mental health.
Right.
Do you feel some of your colleagues or some of the friends that you've known? What are some of the things you did? Did you do a bro check on them, or did you see how they're doing?
Yeah, man. You know, I texted a teammate yesterday, actually. He just came up on my mind. I seen him after practice, and something just told me to just text him. Just checking in, right? You all right? How you doing, right? Yeah. Mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever. And that's just the little things, right? You know, you never know, right? Guy could be going through, he could be depressed. He could be thinking about football or life or whatever. Guys got wife and kids and things like that. And if you can be that teammate that can just be that 1% and change and just try to help them, you know, get through whatever they're going through, man, guys will never forget that, and then they can pass it along too. So that's what it's all about.
Yes. Now I'm going to ask you about what we're hosting this year.
Yeah.
We're hosting the Grey Cup this year.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people say, well, look how the team is playing, stuff like that. But I've also learned something too.
Right.
You guys don't want to give everything out.
Yeah.
Because if you look, it's the people don't understand the regular season is nothing compared to what play. So how about share that a little bit, how a regular season and a playoff game is?
Oh man, it's like night and day. You can compare. It's like a Canadian winter in Saskatchewan and an Alabama winner. It's totally different.
Yes.
Right? Playoff football. First off, regular season football, you know, guys are playing hard, but it's something about that playoffs. Me being in the CFL 9 years, man, I've been there at East Finals, I've been in the West Finals, right? I've been very close. It's something about it, right? It's the level of intensity, the focus, the fans, the pressure of the moments. a lot of hard hitting. You know what I mean? Everything's precise and everything moves at 100 miles per hour.
Yes. As you're saying that, one guy scares me quite a bit. It's the quarterback.
Yeah.
Vernon Adams.
Yeah.
He loves running.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think what the key thing is doesn't matter where you are, how your season looks.
Right.
It's who has the healthiest players at the end of the day. Because you look at it in October, November, that's where a lot of the players get injured.
Right.
So what do you guys do to make sure you guys stay healthy right till November?
You know, we speaking of Vernon, we got this thing called a breakfast club, right? So we get there at 5:30 in the morning. We hitting the weights, making sure our bodies are good. And we're doing that not just the first 3-4 weeks out of the season. We're doing that the whole thing, right? All the way leading to the Grey Cup, right? So just being professionals, taking care of our bodies, right? Being smart, listening to our bodies, but also putting that work in and moving some iron, because that's what you got to do.
Yes.
You got to move that iron to get better. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about.
And then also watching the games. I noticed one thing from an amateur athlete who wants to become a pro, but they're still in college, is the mental toughness. Let's say, for example, you're down 30-0.
Right.
Third quarter, it's like 30-30.
Right.
That's the precise difference of the mental toughness.
Right.
Right? And that what makes the game excited.
Right.
Well, I know the Grey Cup is being played November 15th here. And right now, that's the long goal.
Right.
But in the meantime, it's one game at a time. I do believe the next game is going to be against BC.
Winnipeg Friday.
Winnipeg Friday.
Yes, sir.
Right, it's one game at a time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for us, man, that's what it is. You know what I mean? We just talked the other day, guys, you know, just honing in on that one game. But in order to get to that one game, it's that one practice. It's that one film session, right? Not being result-driven, being process-driven, right? Because wins and losses, they come a dime a dozen, right? But if you can stay steady within the process, that's what it's all about. You know, guys working together, staying together, and then, you know, seeing that vision and then just knocking down the goals each and every week.
As you're saying, Winnipeg, it's Brady, the running back.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you notice that when you see him coming around, is he challenging? Or because I notice he just goes runs.
Yeah.
He needs to get gang tackled.
Yeah, right.
Right? And that guy just keeps going. Now, what do you guys do as a DB and a middle linebacker when you guys see him coming around?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah, what we see blue. We see a guy with the ball, right? So, you know, the thing about football, man, my dad told me a long time ago, and it'll never change, angles and leverage, right? You got to have the proper angles. You got to have the proper leverage, right? You got to know if you're by yourself or if you have someone with you on the tackle, right? So just communication, bites and tackles, like I'm here, you there, hit, shoot, whatever it is. So it's just all about communication and then finishing on the football.
That's why I wanted to ask, because I watch who's the biggest threat on Winnipeg is always him.
Yeah.
If you look at it, every year as he gets closer and closer, he just gets better.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to ask you, as the Grey Cup is coming, what are you guys doing to prepare to get there? Yeah.
Like I mentioned, being stuck in the process, right? Not looking ahead, knowing that we have Winnipeg on Friday. But in order to get to Winnipeg on Friday, you got to break down film. You got to hit the weights. You know what I mean? You have to do all the things necessary so when you get to the game, it's easy. Because during the week, that's the hardest thing. Games are easy. But the most important thing is, you know, being diligent in your process, working hard, right? Leaving no stone unturned. And even then, when you're in the game, you can always go back. Okay, I seen this in practice. I remember that set. I remember that film study where that receiver had his foot like kind of twisted outside, and I know what kind of route he's gonna run. Just little simple things, right? And then when you get there, just have a party on game day. That's what it's all about.
Thank you for saying. Hona pagalaga hona de amateur खेल football खेल फिर college on the professional athletes. train like you guys train like twice a day or once a day?
We lift weights once a day. Well, two out the week, and then we practice.
So part both important and also staying in shape. When players ਇਹਨਾਂ ਹੁਣ Gear Cup ਹੋਣੀ in November 15 ਨੂੰ ਤੇ Calgary ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁਣ most important ਇਹ healthy ਰਹੇ because injuries be ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ sometimes. So what we want to say is, what is your message to the audience to share with them and support you guys to the Grey Cup?
My message to the audience: to be patient with the process, enjoy us, and just get into the Grey Cup. We just got to be one game at a time. We just need support, and we'll bring it through. We're just looking forward to each and every game, and to get there. We know it's going to be hard with any task in playing professional sports, but it's an obtainable goal, and we're looking forward to it. Go Stamps.
So Derek, thank you for being on the show today.
Yes, sir.
And your message will be delivered to all the youth and the players who are going to be the next generation. And the most important thing is this whole recording is going to go worldwide. So I just want to say thank you for taking your time out of here.
Yes, sir.
And as you say, go Stamps, go.
Yes, sir. Go Stamps, go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.